And a very good afternoon to you all. Good morning to wherever you're watching across the globe. It is morning time. It's an absolute pleasure to have your company. We're now on Tuesday. You know what that means. Do you know what that means? It means we are 4 days away from WrestleMania this weekend. 4 days away from night one of WrestleMania. But anyway, that's, you know, out of Crafters TV. We are on Tuesday, which means that we've got another jam-packed day lined up on Crafters TV for you all throughout the day. We're going to be giving you a bit of a tease as to what's coming up on launch day and also launch party. All the launches today. So we're going to be kick-starting with this show here. But then 3 p.m. here in the UK for you guys stateside, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time. We've got a phenomenal, and let me tell you, a phenomenal, not just AJ Styles, the wrestler, that's phenomenal. This show is phenomenal as well. And it is launch day, and it's all about hunky-dory crafts. So within this one here, we've got incredible new collections. We've got Animal Kingdom, we've got Eastern Wishes, all of which I actually went to give you a tease on Facebook Live last night. And didn't turn out to be a tease, did it? I ended up showing you everything that was launching today, including this that we made live last night. A nice little calendar. I know we're into April, but nothing stops you from making a nice little calendar. We did do that live. You can always go back onto my Facebook and watch it back later on after Crafters TV. So that is a little smidge as to what to expect when it comes to launch day, all about hunky-dory crafts with myself and Joe. And then later on it is launch party, so that's going to be 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time, and that's all about the Penny Sliders craft kit. Each of these, hunky-dory and penny sliders, we're going to be showcasing throughout Wake Up Call, as well as some Craft Vault deals as well. So this is where we have got that jam-packed day already lined up. So, you know, what are you looking forward to? You know, do let us know when it comes to the social, but we do have, you know, the face that runs at Place. We do have my tag team partner, my world heavyweight tag team partner, future WWE tag team champions, Crafter TV champions. It's the one, it's the only, the rated R superstar himself, Joe Remlins. Hey, Joe.
How are you? What an introduction. It's like, wait, with Peter Simon all over again. Good morning, Craig. Well, good morning, good afternoon. It's morning somewhere, isn't it? So thank you for having me back on the show. Really excited for Try It Tuesday, which is going to be absolutely loads of fun. There's quite a lot of stuff over there, Craig.
Just a few bits. So, if you haven't guessed already with it being Tuesday and also what Joe said, it is Try It Tuesday, which means Joe is going to be trying something that I'm going to be doing.
I will be. I'm always trying, but none more so on a Tuesday, Craig. We do have as well all of our awesome Craft Vault deals peppered throughout this show, and it's all about the double-sided dies today with 50% savings, which is awesome. Don't forget you can get in touch with myself and Craig in the usual way. So Crafters TV across on Facebook, or if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you can find us over there, Crafters Companion. Drop into the messages. Loads of you saying hello this morning already, and the lovely Rachel is our social superstar for the show today. So do drop us a line and let us know how things are. Something else I really want to talk to you about is this week's Get It, Got It, Good. And this week's Get It, Got It Good are the incredible artist grade colour blend pencils, a waxed-based blendable pencil from Spectrum Wire. The great thing about this is that all you're paying for in this configuration is the pencils themselves. We are then throwing in the cardstock that you need. We're also going to add into there the blending solution too. So you've got everything that you need to get going with the fabulous new project. So make sure you grab a hold of that. But I think, Craig, I mean, there's so much in this show. We best get cracking, haven't we?
We absolutely do, that is for sure. So as I said right at the very start, it is launch day, which means that it is hunky-dory craft. So what we've got is we've got a huge selection, different options for you, but of course we always like to bring you a by the show option, and that's exactly what we have got on the show as well. So you can see everything just to the side of me right here. So we've got the hunky-dory crafts by the show collection. So for here in the UK, £106.81, and then for you guys stateside, £150 $58.76. So within that one there, what you're getting your Animal Kingdom, you're getting your Eastern Wishes, you're getting your Pyramage, you're even getting your decoupage book. You absolutely adored this on my Facebook Live last night. You've got inserts, you've got concepts, you've got little books. All of these included are simply phenomenal with the quality, the quantity that you are getting within that full collection. However, there is going to be options with a few additional parts and components that you're able to see on our website, and also that we'll be showcasing in a lot more detail later on launch day, which is 3 p.m. here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time for you guys stateside. So that is what's coming up, just a smidge in launch day. Then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be having a look at what's coming up into our launch party. So when it comes to launch party, this is all about our penny sliders. This is what we are going to be doing with the Try It Tuesday when it comes to Joe. These are so much fun. You might be new to our craft kit, so you've got everything that you need to make little concept cards. These ones being the penny sliders. So £24.99 here in the UK. For you guys, it's stateside $24.99. Already getting a nice little saving there. However, if you go onto the website, like many of you will be, within Club Inspire, you're going to get your Club Inspire on top of that, but you're also going to be getting 50 bonus points as well on top of that. So that is a really nice incentive. Really nice maybe just to have in your crafty stash, or maybe you want to pop it in for a gift or something. All you need is a few adhesives, but we will talk you through that just shortly. But that's what's coming up on launch day today. 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time. So that is what's coming up then. Then what we've also got coming up in launch party as well, and these are our floral frames. So these are a combination of your stamp and your dies. Having a look at these again later on in Wake Up Call. So what you can do is you can stamp the image, then use the die, and that's going to create a nice frame aperture within the middle here. You could be using your tri-blends, your Classic, your illustrators, maybe your sparkle pens, aqua pens, all these different colour mediums that you can be using. So here in the UK, $64.95 in pounds, and then for you guys stateside, $74.75. So that is another collection that's going to be coming up throughout launch party. But as I always like to say as well, we are not forgetting you guys across in Europe. So head across to crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu, and all your prices will be there. Always remember, if you really want something, please urge you to check out straight away, simply because we just never know how many of the products we're going to have left, certainly on a busy day, which I anticipate today is certainly going to be one of those days. Certainly going by a lot of the love that we had for the Facebook Live last night. So what I'm away to do is I'm away to go right there, not far. Going to get ourselves sorted. I'm going to throw over to Joe, where he's going to show you some little bitties as to what to expect throughout the show when it comes to Craft Vault.
Yes, absolutely. There's loads of stuff coming up for you. Oh, hi. There's loads of stuff coming up for you in Craft Vault today. It's all on the theme of double-sided dies. And what we've got for you is some excellent discounts too. We've actually got a buy one, get one free for you on our double-sided box dies. Now, they're always incredibly popular when we bring them to you. In here, you're going to get the square. Now, the square has 3 different box sizes in there. You're also going to get the hexagon in there too, which is awesome. So it does a 6 by 6 the square, a 4.35 square, and a 2.6 square, and then your hexagon does a 4.25 by 3.7 inches and a 2.25 by 1.95 box. Let me show you though what these turn out like. This one here is the medium size of the square box that you've got, and they are really functional. I mean, I know a lot of you like making boxes. The great thing about these is though, in one pass you're able to make the lid and the base of the box. So if you batch make them, they are absolutely awesome. And then that wonderful hexagon is also coming in there included for you. Platinum members, you've got a £45 or $57 saving on getting this bundle rather than buying those individuals. Make sure you do that. Talking about people getting their orders in, Craig, Sandra says she's had to interrupt her husband in the home office which is the kitchen, to do her order so she doesn't miss out on all the hunky-dory bits that she wants. You, to me, Sandra, sound like a very savvy crafter. Loads coming up in this show, loads of people chatting away as well. It's going to be a busy day, I sense, Craig.
It really is. It really is. My Facebook Live last night, Joe, you know what I'm like. You know, I didn't actually even say how long I was going to be last night.
How long was it?
It was 2 hours and 50 minutes.
Wow.
Started at
50.
Yep. Started at 9:30 here in the UK, and I finished at 20 past midnight. Because we just got chatting. We got showing you all of the goodies that you could expect, and I'm not. And, well, we've done it in detail. I know that we come up in a lot of detail on Crafters TV, but I just thought, because it was just myself, we just took that time just to go through everything. So that's how I know there's a lot of people that are looking forward to the show, because what we even done last night as well, to make sure that bits didn't even sell out beforehand, we didn't load it onto the website. Sometimes in the past we have done, but we didn't even do that. So I know a lot of people are anticipating the products. We've got Val is saying, actually, and a few people are referring to this, yeah. We even done a little bit of a ghost hunt on my Facebook Live last night.
A ghost hunt?
Mm-hmm. There were some weird and strange things going on during my Facebook Live, tech-wise and sound-wise. All started off with a conversation about my wheelie bin. My wheelie bin.
A wheelie bin?
My wheelie bin. So where it's situated outside my kitchen window, where I'd gone out the back and I put rubbish in it, and then I came into the house, and then a couple hours later I went out the back garden again, and it had moved all the way down the side of my house. Now, yes, it was windy, but one, the wheelie bin was really heavy, and two, you actually have to go round a corner. And the
it must be a very agile ghost is all I can think.
Well, it was perfectly situated as if someone has actually hauled it down the little alleyway in my back garden. So that started me off, and then things started to go on throughout the house, including the Facebook Live.
Have you got a security light outside?
I have that, you know, that blink security system.
Oh, so you can see, can you go back and watch who it was?
Well, typical, the way that I have my back camera, the way that it points, it just cuts off from the area where my wheelie bin is. So I couldn't even see as to what exactly was moving it.
Sounds like someone needs to call Mulder and Scully, Craig.
Well, I'm thinking more Yvette Fielding and Most Haunted.
Building.
So we'd done our own little bit of a ghost hunt. There was nothing there. Doors were locked. There was no nothing. So we kind of mixed it up for a little bit last night. So it was good. It was good, you know, if you enjoyed that. A lot of people, well, not a lot of people, there was one or two that apparently as they were watching, they were going like that, because they're not good with ghosts. If you
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Ain't afraid of no ghost. Right, so let's have a look and see. There, Denise is saying, there's my Joe, looking great. He is, isn't he? How good is he looking today? Loving the jumper.
I feel I'm a bit full of chocolate today and hot cross buns, Craig. I'm going to be, I will admit, I'm back on it today, back on the health kick, but yeah, there was a lot of food eaten over the weekend, Craig.
Yeah, I was the opposite, because I kind of just chilled out for a little bit, and then I have that opposite effect, whereas if I chill out, I don't actually eat a lot. So yesterday, I had a really exciting Easter Monday, where I had Wake Up Call, as many of you were watching, and I went down a food shop. So it was good. That was really
nice.
my exciting for Monday, and then obviously went home, prepped, and done a Facebook Live. So that bit was exciting, but yeah, nice way to spend Easter Monday doing a food shop. But what we can do is let's bring in these bits of cardstock. So I'm going to use the square double-sided box here. Now these give you the box base and the lid all in once. Now with this bit here, if we can see right to the edge, so there is a good couple of millimeters between the edge of the die and the edge of the cutting blade. And we say cutting blade, it's not sharp. And then on this side, the actual edge of the die goes right to the end. This lets me know that this top bit is the largest piece, which means it's going to be the box lid. So for the base, I'm going to go face down, my cutting plate, and then my double-sided mint green plate. And then what I'm going to do is I've got in some pattern cardstock, so I'm going to turn that one over, face down. Then once again, we're going to do our plastic shim, and then we're going to do our top plate. And then what we can do is we can run that one through, using the Gemini Junior for this one. The smaller one of the squares you can use with your Junior. With the other two sizes of the square, you will need your large Gemini for that. So I'm going to run these ones through.
We have got those plates as well on this show, so if you need them, they are in the same place with all the craft folk deals, so they're there for you. It's always nice to have an extra set of those, isn't it, Craig, just in case, you know.
Always, absolutely always. I've got a spare set now. This isn't my set, this is a studio set, but I'm still using my original set from when our double-sided dies first launched. Still doing what you would do with your Gemini plates, and that's flip and rotate them. But as you say, Joe, it's always good to have a spare set. Now, I've got like sticky stuff here. Anyway, it'll still work. So let's take these ones out of the way now. What we've got is score lines already built in. So all that I need to do is just follow the score lines and turn them over. Same with these little tabs at the side. So if you like to make maybe things like jewellery, you like to sell jewellery, these are nice little size boxes where you can then pop the jewellery in. Maybe if you do necklaces, what you could do is that little bit of a square foam, and then you know where you wrap the necklace round. That would be a good way.
Georgie Ann wants to know, Craig, did you have any more strange things happening after your Facebook Live last night?
Funny enough, I was just reading that as well at the side. No, I never. But then all that I did do was I had a cup of tea and then I went to my bed. So
did you have to like double check all the doors were locked? Was it one of those situations?
Well, we'd done that during the live.
Right, okay.
That's when I took the camera with me and we went and done that little bit of a ghost investigation live. But yeah, as I always do when I'm up in my craft room, well, it's kind of habit, Joe. Whenever I go into my house, I always lock my doors anyway.
Me too.
But 9 times out of 10, I'm up in my craft room, so I doubly make sure that they're locked, so that if, you know, don't want anyone just walking in, peering at the door. So I always make doubly sure. But it was, all windows were shut and doors were locked as well. So nothing else had happened. So I'll need to keep an eye on that. But let's pop our tape all the way around the side here.
Maybe it's a ghost that's just like really into recycling or something like that, Craig.
Maybe. The funny thing is, it wasn't even my recycling wheelie bin, it was my general rubbish one. I don't know what they want to do with that.
Who knows?
Nothing exciting in that, just rubbish. June is saying, it was nice of you to take us along with your ghost hunt. Oh, I'm glad that you like that. And then, what was the other one? Emma saying, it was great watching your Facebook Live last night. It was worth staying up to see you create that beautiful calendar. Thank you, Emma. We'll show you that again just shortly. But here we go. There is our double-sided box created. So one passed through the Gemini. We've just folded each of the score lines, and then on each tab I've popped a little bit of adhesive, and then there goes in with our lid and also our base. I've used our plain cardstock as well as pattern paper, but this could be mirror card, it could be glitter card, it could be acetate if you want to. So that is just one of many that you can be doing when it comes to your double-sided boxes.
Is that the smallest one, Craig, of the three?
So that's the smallest one. So that one does go through your Gemini Junior. When it comes to the other ones, you've got your mid-size square box and then you've got your larger size square box. Both of these will need to go through your large Gemini, and you've got your double-sided tags that we can see here. They will also go through your Gemini Junior as well.
Fantastic, Craig. A great deal on those as well. Everyone saves £40 or $50, but Platinum members, of course, saving $45.99 or $57.99. Maybe you've had your eyes on them for a while. This is a fantastic deal and a great opportunity to snap them up whilst you are saving more than you are spending there, which is awesome. Spooky, says Christine, Craig. She says, we had issues at our house. Our kids were telling us of their issues. I noticed orbs in my photos of my twin grandsons, and our granddog was always run upstairs as soon as he arrived. Loads of people joining us from all over the place today as well, Craig. Lisa is in Florida, Cheryl's in Pennsylvania, Karen in Connecticut, Katrina is in Northampton as well, and the lovely Sarah is down under in Melbourne. So hello to all of you. Remember again though what you are getting in there. So you're going to get the square in the 3 sizes and you will also get the hexagon, and the hexagon is able to be done in 2 different sizes. So really nice that you've got lots of different variation there across those 2 different die sets. So do not miss out on those. They are going to be absolutely awesome. So many of you I know own those already and absolutely love them. Loads of you still chatting away with us as well in the comments. Craig, what do you have next for us?
Right, we're going to have a look at what's coming up in the Hunky Dory show, and we're going to do a demo. What has got wondering, now, I am obviously going to say at this moment in time, you know, when it comes to paranormal, I know not everyone believes, however, I do. I'm just wondering, have you ever, you know, have you been crafting at night time? Maybe it's all nice and quiet, and then maybe you've had little noises or little knocks or something while you've been crafting away, or maybe you set something in your craft desk and then it moves somewhere. If you've got anything like that, I'd be interested.
You want to know?
I want to know these bits. Yeah, I want to know if
message Craig Okora right now on Facebook or across on YouTube.
Yeah. Let me know in the comments, so whether it's Facebook or of course on YouTube. It will be interesting to know if anything like that has happened. Right, so let's have a look at launch day.
Oh, and what's in the mug today? Is it always the same thing in the mug? I always wonder this when I see you having a little sip.
Yeah, black tea.
Black tea.
So
Builder's
you'll
tea.
See it from
English breakfast.
Up above, just in a moment or two. So black tea, relatively weak.
Right.
And 2 sugars.
2 sugars?
2 sugars.
Oh, I thought you were sweet enough, Craig.
Oh, thank you. Unless it's a smaller mug, then it is 1 sugar. But yeah, black, weak-ish.
Now you know, if he ever pops round, guys, you'll know when you get the kettle on exactly what he needs.
Absolutely. Christine saying in big letters, Craig, is your live still on Facebook? Because I'd love to watch it. Absolutely it is. So you can just go back onto my Facebook page and you will see my live from last night. You'll maybe need to scroll down a couple of posts, but it's there. You'll be able to watch it. Now, we're going to have a look at possibly one of the most favourite collections that you were saying last night on my Facebook Live, which happens to be Animal Kingdom. But what we did do is we made this using the Eastern Wishes. So this is the one that we made live on the Facebook Live last night. A nice little calendar here.
I love that.
So that's what we made, so you'll be able to go back and watch that. But we are going to be using the Animal Kingdom collection. And I thought what I'm going to do is, the full collection is full of animals, whether it's in the wild, whether, you know, it could be in the sea, the dolphins, the whale, polar bears, there's giraffes, there's flamingo, all of those sorts of animals and mammals that roam the earth. But I thought what we'll do on this one, there is a sheet where it's kind of like floral, wild florals. And we've got this one here where I've popped them out when it comes to one of the topper sheets. And then I've also chopped down one of the backgrounds. So I've chopped this one down to 4 3/4 by 7 3/4. And what I've done is I've taken one of the border strips that also comes within the topper sheet. Now, when it comes to the Animal Kingdom, this is all what I would class as traditional style adorable scorable. In other words, it's your coated adorable scorable. Your Eastern Wishes, that is matte-tastic adorable scorable, which means you could add extra ink or stamped images on your cardstock or toppers if you wish. So what I'm doing is I'm trimming that edge here. Then what I've also done, this was potentially and actually a piece of waste that came right at the edge of the cardstock. I'm not going to waste that one. So I'm going to take my tape off. I've already got my tape layered up. And I'm going to pop that one to the edge as well. And this background that I'm using, this is one of the foiled ones, because within the Animal Kingdom, what you get is you get 8 topper sheets. Usually with Hunky Dory, what you get is 8 topper sheets, you get 4 designs, and you get 2 of each. But with Animal Kingdom, there is that many animals or mammals that roam the wild that you've got 8 topper sheets, and every one of them is different.
Ooh.
Completely different.
I don't remember seeing that before, Craig.
No, it's been a while since I've done it where every topper sheet is different. You also then get 8 foiled background cardstock and 8 patterned as well. Then you're also getting your inserts as well. So all your inserts coordinate where you're getting 48 sheets and you've got 16 designs, and then you're getting 3 of each. But what I've done is the foil within that cardstock is gold foil, but I've brought in some gold satin, and I've done matte and layer for that one. And then instead of putting this onto a card, I've been watching other craft shows here in the UK, and I'm quite fancy doing a bit of, you know, like art journaling.
Right.
So I had this just kicking about my craft room. I've actually got a couple of them. So I thought, let's use it.
Nice.
So I've popped my tape on the back, but what I'm going to do, Joe, to make sure that it's extra sturdy, I'm also going to pop some of our tacky glue on the back. This will then dry into all of the fibres of the book, and this is going to make it extra secure. But the double-sided tape is going to give it that instant stick. So if I position that into place, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to press. I can see a few comments coming in when it comes to anything spooky going on. So I'll have a look at them in a moment.
Maxine's got a hunky-dory order in, Craig, as well. She says, boom! Lots of you ordering quickly. You know what happened last time we did a hunky-dory launch, don't you? It all sold out so fast. It's definitely worth getting yourself shopped ahead.
It did. It really, really did. You know, I did think the last time it was an incredible launch. Your reaction from last night, absolutely loving the Animal Kingdom, especially. Then what I've done is I've taken one of the coordinated inserts. Now the inserts are A4, they're not scolded, they're not scored, there's no inking or there's no sentiments on them. You can do it yourself, whether you are stamping or you are printing on your printer, like I like to do. So I've got my tape on the back, and I thought what we could still do, nothing stopping us popping these ones into the back, because maybe you want to maybe you don't want to do an art journal, maybe you want to make it as a gift. So you can then put your insert on the back and you can still write, you know, to Mum, I hope you have a lovely Mother's Day or birthday, etc., etc. So then I'm bringing in one of the toppers here. So I've popped the topper out. This layer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my double-sided tape on, and I'm going to position that. I'm not going to do it quite within the centre. I'm going to, let's offset it that way. And I've then taken my inside topper, and we're going to pop some foam pads here. And then I brought also one of these little sentiments, still on the same topper sheet. And this one, what I'm going to do is let's do down into here. What I'm then going to do is I'm going to take this one, and I've already wrapped some lilac satin ribbon from my own stash. I'm going to pop it here. And then what I've also done is I've already pre-tied a bow. Then I had a rummage through Sarah's stash of springtime flowers.
Nice.
And I found these, and I thought these colours absolutely work beautifully. You've got your deep purples, you've got some of these tints of reds that are just peeping in when it comes to the image, or fuchsias, same with some of the blues. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to snip the end off. So before I secure them, let's have a little play first and foremost. So let's maybe pop that one there. I'll flatten it a bit better in a minute. Maybe pop that one there. Maybe pop that one into here. We could then also potentially, Joe, we could maybe just do one, maybe just down at the side. So then what we're doing is we've got that beside the sentiment, or, I don't know, maybe I like that one. Or do I want to do that, or that's it. I like that. I like that one. So what I can do to finish it off, let's bring in my glue gun. I've already got this switched on. And then I'm going to use this one. This is where I'm going to position it upright. So not only now are you thinking of your cards or home decor, you're thinking of gifts that you can be doing. This could be, if you were to design it in, extra florals on it, or maybe you've got someone's having a unique wedding. Do you know how more and more people are having kind of like different style weddings nowadays? Theme-wise or colour-wise. You know, you could be using them. Let's open these ones up here. And then I fully want to open this so I can flatten it out so we can see the flower really coming into its own. And then what I'm going to do is if I bring this bow and I'm going to tuck it just underneath, still with my hot glue. Any glue strands come along with your heat tool after, give it a bit of a waft and that will eliminate any of these. Let's just pop that one back. So now we're going from card making, memory books, home decor, gifts now. So we've got that one using the Animal Kingdom. So it's a nice little book that we've got using the springtime florals. But then what I've also done right at the back, I've added one of this insert sheets, plain insert sheets. We've got now what could be a nice little book, but that is what's coming up in Hunky Dory Crafts. So that one there, Hunky Dory Crafts, part of the Buy the Bundle. You know, we do have a great big selection of additional items that you'll be able to see either on the website or, of course, come and join myself and Joe for a launch party. 3 p.m. here in the UK. For you guys stateside, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time. You've got your topper sheets. You've got the pyramounts that are unbelievable. You've got decoupage, which makes it really easy for you to create your decoupage. And then what you've also got is you've got little books, you've got concepts as well as inserts as well. That's just a smidge as to what you can expect when it comes to the launch show. What you've seen on the screen there, £106.81 here in the UK, $158.76 for you guys stateside. Straight away, launch day, look at your saving already. You know, what's that? Just £4 odd, under £50 saving here in the UK anyway. So get that into your baskets and get it checked out, and then we'll see you again to focus on this during launch day, Joe.
Yes, absolutely, we will. Great saving as well. Platinum members, you've got an awesome saving on that. A lot of you really excited for that later show. Margie says, I'm so excited for the Animal Kingdom. My daughters and I are always saving animals. I would love to make cards to bring awareness for others to help. I think it's a great idea. Mum 4 Boys says, adorable Scorable collection and the new craft kit and a few other penny sliders are all purchased and done for you. Lena saying, lovely notebook, love the Hunky Dory collections. And Kate says, how does Craig just off the cuff make something so gorgeous? It's because he's very talented, isn't he, Katie? But I mean, also, he is working with amazing products, let's face it. He's giving me a knowing nod over there. Lots of ghost stories coming in, Craig. I'll just do a couple of them. Beth says, my house is 120 plus years old. Things happen here. Things move, footsteps, hearing my name when I am alone, etc. Ooh, that sounds spooky. Christine says as well, I'm always getting things moving in my craft room, and one side of my body sometimes goes so cold, yet the room is hot. How spooky, Craig?
It is really spooky, isn't it? Yeah, a lot of things, some of you just saying that are just moving about. What was that one there? Oh, it disappeared there. I was about to read one there. Christine on Facebook is saying, I always get things moved in my craft room, and one side of my body sometimes goes really cold and freezing, yet it's hot in the room. That's interesting when you're in your craft room and things like that happen.
Have you seen the one just below it from Val, Craig?
Things move. Is that that one?
No, the one from Katie, sorry.
Katie, I just had that one.
Yeah.
So Katie on YouTube saying, I had just had brain surgery. I hope you're keeping all right now. So I just had brain surgery and was getting panicky. I heard my granny's voice tell me it will all be okay, Kitty. No one else was with me. No one else called me Kitty. Ooh. Oh, that's really, it's like, that one is a goosebump, but that's a lovely goosebump.
It's a good nice goosebump one, yeah.
When that one comes there. So do keep letting me know. I specifically want to know if, you know, anything that's moving in the craft room. That's what really...
Doors slamming.
Yeah, that really, it's got me... wondering there, but yeah, it's lovely to read them. I'll have another read through the rest just shortly. But another one to expect when it comes to launch day on Hunky Dory Crafts, and this is a brand new adorable Scorable that you've not seen on Crafters TV before. Now this one, these are in bits because this is mine that I've been using. But this one here, this is your French wood. Now this one is matte-tastic. Look at this one, Joe.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Look at all these colour tones.
It's almost a bit oriental as well.
Exactly. It really is. So it's going to work in well with your Eastern wishes. It's not designed in conjunction with that one, but it's going to work really well. So within that one there, what you're doing is you're getting 24 sheets. These are 350 GSM. Now with these, you get 8 design and you're getting 3 of each. And that runs through exactly same through all the collections. So within this one here, this is what's called Getting Crafty. So I'm just making sure I've got all my loose bits out the way. So you've got this one also matte-tastic. So you've got that craft card theme to it, but you've got your stripes, your zigzags, your polka dots, all your different chevrons and that as well. So you can then add extra colour or stamp onto them if you want. Nice, subtler craft card colour. It's not as intense when it comes to the brown, but you've got that effect if you want to use it. Then talking about effects, one, as well as the French wood, that first one I showed you, this is one that you all loved last night, and this is called Inky. This one's called Ink Blends. So anyone that loves the thought of doing any of your blending with your inks, but either don't want to get inky or can't do it, you find it really, really difficult, this is absolutely the one for you. Some of them are even like oil on water effect here.
Reminds me of like alcohol ink on photo paper, isn't it? It's got that kind of vibe to it, which is lovely.
It's that kind of vibe, exactly. So that one is what I would say is traditional style adorable scorable. In other words, it's your coating. So the rest of these other ones here, Georgina, these aren't from Fresh. These are all mine that I've already opened and all the bits at the side. Oh, Georgina said, oh, do you keep them tight? I always keep everything in the packaging. Always keep it in the packaging. So this one here, so that last one I showed you, the ink, this one, and the next two are all traditional style adorable scorable. So they're all that plasticky kind of coating. So we can see, if you do hear a little bit of a noise, I apologise for that noise in the background. Someone is obviously doing a little bit of work outside the building.
And tell them to stop doing what they're doing. I think they're in the back.
This is very much like your, it reminds me of kind of like your China my nan and granddad used to have years and years ago. Also A4. So everything I'm showing you within each set, you're getting 24 sheets. And then what you've got is you've got 8 designs and then you're getting 3 of each. So what I'm then going to do, this one here, another one that you guys were loving last night here, and this is your Fallen Flowers. So you can see you've got a nice set tone of rich colours in some of them, lighter pastel tones that you can see in here, and you can see that gorgeous designs running throughout. Really works well with anything that's your Eastern, like your collection that we will be showing you fully in launch day. And then last but not least, this one is being your Marvellous Marble.
So this one looks so classy, Craig.
It is absolutely gorgeous within this one here. So all marble effect. Oh, you can tell it's going to be a fun remainder of the show. Just to say as well, that is obviously another builder, another company that's having work done. So unfortunately, we can't control that noise. So apologies for hearing any of this noise and disruptions, but we will carry on as we mean to. So you have got a mixture of your blacks, you've got your whites, you've got some ivory. So it could be like your kitchen work tones that you've got in here. So another one as well that is your traditional style, adorable scorable. What I'm wanting to do, I want to see if I brought in, I did. This may be, if we get round to it, a demo that we're going to do in the show later on. But I done this one yesterday and I popped it onto my social media. So see this one here.
This is awesome, Craig.
So what this is actually, Joe, it's a bit of trick of the eye. So the black, that is a square of the adorable Scorable. Then these bits of the white, I've actually cut them into a triangle.
Right.
And popped them there. The gold, that's not actual full mats and layers. All I've done is I've trimmed 1/4 of an inch strips of gold and just popped them against each edge. So a bit of a play on your eyes so you can see that how well that really looks. And then what I've done is I've popped some of the little individual diamond sparkles on the edges that we have on the show as well. That Celebrate, there's not much left. It's not in launch day, but it's still on the website if you want to get your hands on that one before it goes, because it was in Cartload.
It was.
The other week there. So that is another thing to expect when it comes to launch day with Hunky Dory Crafts later on today.
Fantastic. Make sure you get your orders in. Very, very busy on those already. Kate's saying how organised, he's super organised, always, Craig. He really is. Bev just loves Hunky Dory. She loves the Animal Kingdom. It's beautiful. And Laird says, oh, I love this marble. So lots of love for that coming out. I want to move on to another one of the awesome Craft Vault deals that we've got for you. And it is on our double-sided Edgeables. Now, these have been so popular ever since we launched them. And the great thing about this collection is that you're saving over 55%, which is awesome. That is, I think, one of the most affordable price points I've ever seen for 3 double-sided Edgeable dies. It is fantastic. You are saving more than you're spending, but Platinum members are saving £25 in the UK or $28 in the US. Let me show you what you're getting in here. So you've got 3 different designs within here. Now, because they are an Edgeable, you can use them in the same way as all your other Edgeables. It doesn't matter that they are double-sided. So you've got the Fleur de Lis, which is that one just here. You've also then got the Diamond Lattice. Now this is it used twice and doubled up, which I think is an awesome way to do it. And you've then got this one just here, which I love, which is the Lily border, as you can see along the top of there. It's kind of like a, what's the word? I can never remember it. What is it like, Craig?
What's that?
This design. So I would call it a Fleur de Lis, I think.
Fleur de Lis, isn't it?
But it's not, is it? It's the Lily border.
It's called Lily border.
Yeah. But it reminds me of a very specific print. I remember in the 90s, people always had it on waistcoats at wedding. What's it called? Someone in the comments is going to be able to let me know. Yeah. I know you guys have got my back. But we've got that one in there as well. So you're getting all 3. To give you an idea of the value, they should be £12.99 each. So you're paying for 1.5, and we're sending you the rest totally free of charge, which is absolutely awesome. Now, Craig, double-sided Edgeables, are they any more difficult to use than our standard Edgeable dies? Is there anything else that we need to bear in mind when we put these together?
No, not at all. All that we need is our 2 base cutting plates and then also our 2 double-sided plates. So let's show you that. So I've got a couple of bits of cardstock here. So let's bring in our base plate and our double-sided plate. So on one side you've got, you know, less detail, and then on the other side you've got a lot more detail. So that's going to be kind of like the fine line that's going to finish off the design. So therefore what I'm going to do is let's do the background to be green, this green colour, and I might just get it to fit on my Junior. So what I'm going to do is line these ones up. So if I pop these ones through here, just to answer, what question was it there? Mary Kelly on Facebook, all Hunky Dory's adorable Scorable background card is 350 GSM.
That's very substantial, isn't it, Craig?
Very substantial. When it comes to any of their toppers, they are 300 GSM.
Awesome.
So just so that you know that one. So I've laid my next layer over the top, a little bit shy because I am just using my Junior plates here. But then our double-sided plate and then our top plate, we're going to run that one through. So what that does is it's going to die cut all that open area within that yellow card on the top layer, but then on that base layer, because you've got a little bit less detail, what that's going to do is that's going to enable that top layer of the yellow to nestle nicely into the middle. So what we can do is pop these bits out. I'm then going to snip up to the end of my cardstock. Now if I use my larger plates and my large Gemini, it would have cut right to the edge, but obviously my plates are only 6-inch wide. But what I can do is I can pop all these little bits out. So we've got this effect here.
Nice.
But then, if we go back to this one and pop all these little bits
Always
out,
reminds me of a
Joe,
little tiara, this one.
it does, doesn't it? It really does. Maybe you've got some princess stamps. Maybe you've got the princess, you know, from our pop-up box stamps. That would be really, really good. So then what I can do is I can take this one, and there's nothing stopping you using them completely on their own if you want, but what happens is they layer bang on over the top, so you've got that decoration that finishes off that back lot of colour just beautifully. So these are them individually, which if you want to use on their own you can, but if I then pop that one over the top, it kind of just highlights the main image itself. So use it on its own like that with a sentiment or topper, or on the edgeable of a card that we can see here. That's how they work.
Really, really gorgeous. Remember, with the 3 designs that you are getting included in there. Do you know where this butterfly is from that's on here, Craig?
That is one of our double-sided butterfly. That is from, that is actually from the same collection that originally came out with the dies at the side of you, Joe. So those ones there, yes, them ones there, when they first came out, there was other ones within the collection, and the butterfly was one of them.
Okie doke. It was, who was asking about this? It was Deanna. I believe it's out of stock, Deanna, but do check the website. What you're going to get in here is the lily border. You're also going to receive the diamond lattice, which has been doubled up here. There's so many different techniques that you can use for these, and you've got in there the fleur-de-lis, $17.50 or $20. Platinum members a whacking great saving of $24.97 or $28.97 on these. Talking of Club Inspire, maybe we're talking about pricing and platinum pricing and club discounts. If you're new to us here at Crafts TV, hello and welcome. We love new viewers. We get so many of you all the time. If you're not yet a member of our fantastic club, here's Sarah to take you through all the details.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. Become a member of our club today.
There you go, and that's everything you need to know about Club Inspire. If you are not already there, always worthwhile checking that one out and at least signing up to get extra benefits. Right, let's have a look and see last couple of comments just for now before we start the Try It Tuesday with Joe in a moment. We've got Margie on Facebook saying, I'm so excited for Animal Kingdom. My daughter and I are always saving animals and would love to make cards to bring awareness to others to help. That is absolutely lovely. Such a lovely, lovely thing to be able to do, and really nice to raise awareness. Hopefully you've seen the Facebook Live last night where I went through each of the topper sheets. If you didn't, then we will show you that in more detail come up on launch day. We've got Mom 4 Boys on YouTube saying, adorable Scorable collection, a new craft kit and a few other penny slider purchases. few. Yeah, you managed to get in there, good for you. A lot of you saying that you loved that card that I made beforehand. I think that must have been either the calendar or the little memory book. And then let's go down, have a look. A few of you just saying how organised I am. I like to be organised anyway. And Beth is saying, I just love Hunky Dory. I have the Animal Kingdom collection and it is beautiful. Good, glad to hear you managed to get a hold of that beforehand, obviously on Hunky Dory's end, not on ours. And Mary, going back to the adorable Scorable being 350 GSM, you're saying, thanks Craig, so perfect weight for construction. Spot on for construction. And we might even be doing a bit of construction when it comes to launch day later on with that cardstock. So let's go. Joe, are you ready?
I just had an emergency sip of coffee. Just one last emergency sip of coffee before we get going. Craig, I am ready. I do feel like, Craig, you are levelling me up when it comes to these Try It Tuesdays. Every week it seems to get a little bit more involved, is how it feels.
Yeah, it seems to be getting more and more like a craft along, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. But I am excited. I just do feel like that I have got a lot of stuff today.
Well, what we're going to do to start with, Joe, is I've got you a piece of Nina cardstock from up above, and I've got it cut to the size that you need. So what we're going to do to start with is we are then going to bring in our die set. So we're bringing in the die set here, and this is what you need to use first. You do have your additional dies for your characters. This is going to be for the mouse, the dolphin, and then the unicorn. So what we can do at this point, we're going to keep it relatively simple, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the die right across, not quite the middle, but maybe a little bit further up. You can have it in the middle if you want, or you can have it in angles, but let's keep it within the middle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my low tack tape in, and I don't actually need this center bit, so therefore I'm popping my tape within the middle. Now you've got the MIDI, so just you pop it into the folder and run it through. I've got my junior, so I'm going to layer these ones up and then run this one through. That's going to cut that little aperture. That's what's going to be the workings of the slider. So as this one comes out, we're then going to remove that inner part here. I like to do the die cutting first because this gives me a guide as to where I'm going to stamp all the way around. So if I take that inside bit, because I don't actually need that now. So then what I can do, Joe, is you can then choose whatever stamp you're going to use. Now I have kind of done the Try It Tuesday using the dolphin and the under the sea, but you can change it if you want. You can do whatever you like.
No, I'm going to go with you, Craig.
You're going to go with me?
I think so. I mean, I don't feel this is a point in my crafty journey where freestyling is, quite applicable yet. So I am going to follow you. So I've got the little dolphin, and it is super cute as well.
So super cute. Super, super cute. So what I'm going to do to start with is I'm going to bring in the coral wreath, and then I'm going to ink up when it comes to, and I think you've got the Noir Black alcohol proof as well.
Somewhere, yeah, I haven't found it.
So I'm going to stamp just along the bottom, and I'm going to create the scene. Now, I don't mind starting I like to start in the middle and then I work my way left and right. What I would say as well, always remember and stamp off your page. It looks more natural to the eye. So this one here, I've gone kind of halfway up. This one I'm going to go at a little bit of an angle, Joe. And then it's going to be slightly lower down.
Oh, I think I might. I've just gone straight in with the. I've done it wrong, Craig. What we're going to do is we flip it over, Craig. No one's ever going to know.
Doesn't matter.
That's why there's two cards. That's why there's two sides to cardstock. You see.
That's exactly why. That's exactly why.
Right. Let's give that another go.
So then I'm going to finish it off by adding another little bit just to the side. I'll still have enough ink on my other side here. So we've got all of our coral reef blend all the way along the bottom. So then what I can do is I've set that one to the side. I've got these little fishes. Now I'm using my large 6x6 stamping platform. You could be doing what Joe's doing and using the smaller one. And now I've brought in my little fish here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp.
Where's it? Oh, there he is.
A few of them. Could you not find the stamp?
I couldn't see the little fishy then, but I found him, don't worry.
They're so cute. They really are so cute. So what I'm then going to do is now before I do any more stamping with the fish, what I'm going to do, Joe, is bring in a sentiment that I've got. And we've got a few for you to choose from. But what I'm going to do is let's layer this up onto my stamping platform so I get it the way that I want it to be.
What one are you going with, Craig?
I'm going for wishing you oceans of joy.
I'm going to go with I believe in you because I'm not so sure I believe in myself at this point. So I'm going to channel. There we go, I've got it.
Why would you say that? How well did you do with the craft along last week that we done?
It was good. I enjoyed it.
But, oh no, I thought there was a but coming. It was good, I enjoyed it.
I did enjoy it. I just didn't
like the teacher. Yeah, he's not.
No, I loved it. I loved it last week. Today, I don't know. I'm not sure. I've got it. It's on.
You got it?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, that sounded like got it good, didn't it?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to stamp a couple more with the fishes now that I know where I've got my layout and my sentiment. So I'm going to pop one here. I'm going to re-ink and then let's do one here. And then to finish off, we've got even these little bubbles. So it's one stamp, but you've got 3 little bubbles here. So I'm going to stamp that one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stamp one lot here. You can add these for the other fishes, but let's just do the one.
Oh, you got your bubbles coming out of your fishes. Nice.
Yes. I'm going to do one there. And then last but not least, let's do one here. So let's do a couple, just coming from the coral seabed. So a couple here. I'm also going to turn, and then let's do one into here. So we've got our bit of a ocean bed scene coming together. So how cute does that look? Then what we can do, when you're happy with that,
I think
you've
so.
got some tri-blends as well, I think.
Right.
Have you?
I have indeed. I've got coral, ice grey, jade green and pink violet, Craig.
Fab. Well, what we could do is with the coral, we can just start to colour in. I'm going to go with the deeper side.
The darkest shade,
The
yeah?
darker shade, yeah. And you can do your blending if you want, but for time and speed, I'm not, Joe. I'm only going to go in with that one colour tone. So
I'm just going to try and keep it in the lines. If I can just get it in the lines, Craig, that would be...
Sounds good.
I'll be happy with that.
And what's good with these ones is if you were to use watercolour card and your waterproof ink pad, you can then be doing all your water techniques. You could be starting to incorporate, the salt technique.
Nice.
How fab would that look with it being under the water? Would be really nice. But of course you can keep it very, very simple. And other than the ink pad and the pens here, the stamp, the die, the card blanks, pattern paper, they all come within the craft kit.
I finally now understand the colouring coma, Craig.
So
I understand why you can't talk and colour. I get it, Craig, finally.
Get it now?
Yeah, I get it.
The dollar's dropped, is it?
It really has.
So work.
I love that. I'm like, yep. No, not yet.
So going in all the way round. But you can go all vibrant if you want. You might want to use some glitters if you want.
Could be tropical coral if what you wanted it to be, couldn't it?
It absolutely could be. You could theme it. Obviously, it is not anything related to Disney, but you could be theming it like Nemo or, any of the characters from Nemo. That sort of look. So once I'm happy with them, what I'm then away to do is let's bring in the jade blend, and I'm going to use these for the bubbles. You can use a blue.
Jade, yeah?
Yeah, but I thought let's just use the jade.
Which
for this
are you
one.
going with the light or the dark, Craig?
So I've gone with the light here, but
Cool.
what I am going to do, I've coloured them in, and then with the mid-tone, just where you've got those accent lines, I'm just doing a little bit of an extra line with the mid-tone. Just gives it a little bit of depth. And then I'm going to go along the top here. So if I work my way around here.
And then the mid-tone, you say, yeah?
And then, yeah, just use the mid-tone and just follow those little accent lines that come within the bubbles. Just a little squiggle. And then I'm happy with my bubbles. And then I'm going to go in with my pink violet. And
Yep.
I'm going to colour my fishes in with the lightest tone of the pink violet. And once again, I would, this is at home, I would do maybe a little bit of blending or that, but I'm going to just go direct with the lightest tone, laying down that colour. Because we've got one little last bit of stamping and colouring in a second. So I'm happy with that, the way that we've got that laid out. And then we get to, in a moment, we can then start to bring in, on this occasion, the dolphin.
The dolphin, there he is.
So you got your dolphin, and you should have another piece of Nina cardstock.
Oh, this piece here.
There should be a little piece, I think. So you've got that one. So if we bring the dolphin and then also the die. Now, Joe, you can either die cut it out first and then stamp, or you can stamp and then die cut.
What do you suggest, Craig?
Well, I like to die cut first
Okay.
and then stamp.
Do you find that you just struggle to find anything when you start crafting, Craig?
Yeah.
I lose everything the moment I start crafting.
Even although it's at the side here, or just move to the side, you just seem to get this collection of stuff. And you just seem to, must be psychologically or mentally, you just think that you've lost it. Whereas in actual fact, it's just at the side somewhere.
I feel really naughty, Craig.
Why's that?
I didn't stick my die down.
Oh, you don't need to. That's just a bit of security so it doesn't move. And then I'm going to go back with the alcohol ink again.
Yep.
And then I'm going to pop my stamped image over the top. Now I'm looking over the top here. And then once I'm happy, I'm going to press. And then once we release that one, we've got a little dolphin. And we can then colour our dolphin in.
Oh, yes, Craig. So happy.
Awesome, Joe. That is awesome. Love it.
Cool.
And then what I'm going to do with the dolphin, let's colour him or her in. Let's go back. Let's go for the jade green on this one.
Jade green.
And I'm going with the lightest tone again.
Yep.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to colour with the light tone on the top half of the dolphin. So I'm going to lay all that down. Once again, I would do a little bit of shading at home. So if I pop that one there, pop.
How about the fin? What colour's the fin? Light.
So the whole lot I'm going to do within the light jade green, apart from just under its belly where I've gone all white. I'm going to go in once again with the pink violet, the lightest tone, and I'm going to colour that in. So colour that in, and then
Pink violet, yeah?
Happy with that. Yeah, I've gone for the lightest tone with the pink violet. And then that's me, happy enough with my dolphin. And the reason I've got the ice grey blend in is, you know what I'm like with my stamping. If I was at home and had time, I would draw around all of my stamped image with the ice grey. So then what we can do is if we move all these bits out the way, you should have 2 pennies.
I have.
A square foam pad that we're going to cut in.
I have indeed.
Piece of kind of like teal or mint cardstock.
I absolutely have that.
And a card blank.
I have that too.
Fabulous. And then you should have a roll of foam on a roll.
I have that.
You have that as well. Excellent. So what we can do is I'm taking a big strand. Now I'm going to go around the edges with my foam on a roll, but try and not get too close to your aperture workings.
Oh, okay.
Because that's going to stop the foam pads from turning. So we're going to go all the way round, close to the edge.
Do I need the foam on all 4 sides, Craig?
So if you pop it on all 4 sides, and then what you can also do, maybe about ½ an inch away from the aperture, what I'm doing is I've popped some more. So you'll see, so I've got the aperture, so I've gone all the way around all 4 sides, and then just at the side of the aperture, about ½ an inch, I've popped another couple of strips. So it's going to be enough for you to get the workings.
Awesome.
So then what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to take the backing off all of mine. So if I take that all the way around.
Oh gosh, my foam pad finger is not.
That's the thing with the foam on a roll.
I think I might need a pokey tool, Craig.
Pokey tool?
I'm on my way.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
So we can take these bits off. So work our way, so I'm just making sure I've got all the bits off. So that one's off, that one's not. So if I pop that one in here. So that's all off, so we're all good. Now before I stick it onto my green cardstock, what I'm going to do is bring in my tape runner. And then we've already got tape on here. So let's put our mint cardstock onto our card blank. Is it not plain ball, is it not?
No, I'm having a foam-based meltdown. Right, let me just get the hang of this. I think there's a knack, Craig.
There is, it's just getting the corner of it. Just getting the corner of the foam on a roll. You're managing?
I think so.
You think so? Oh, it's like Jan when she had issues with her one, isn't it?
Yeah, is this the bit where I get to blame the studio lights?
If you want, you can do.
Oh, there we go. I think
You got it?
Finally. I'm not going to take them all. I'm just going to do like the main
even
ones
if you
around the
just do a
outside.
couple, yeah. Just enough so that you can start to stick it down and you get that workings of it.
Oh, I think I've got the knack now.
You got it?
He says.
We'll soon find out.
There we go.
You got it. Awesome.
I think so. Let's just get the last one. You've got a very sticky pokey tool now though, Craig.
Oh, have it. Don't worry. I'll get that sorted. I'll get it sorted.
All right, I'm done. Right.
You done?
Brilliant. Thank you.
Perfect. So I've stuck my mint cardstock down.
So you stick your mint cardstock down first.
I do that first, yeah.
Okie doke.
So if you do that first, I just find it easier doing it this way. And then what we can then do, once it's on the card blank, we can then go in with our stamped and coloured workings and press that one in.
And then that goes on next, yeah?
So I've popped that on next, yep. I have indeed. So that's fine.
So that's right, yeah?
Yeah.
I haven't got anything behind there.
No, that's okay.
Right.
That's fine. Yeah. No.
I'm thinking I'm going to get my penny in.
You'll get it in, don't worry. Don't you worry. You'll get it in.
All right. I'm a bit wonky, but we're fine, don't worry.
You're fine. And then what we've done is if you take your square foam pad,
Yep.
and then you want to cut it into a rough circle, but you don't want it too big that it's not going to fit within your aperture workings. So I'm just working my way around. And I do just want to say as well, it does work with square foam pads.
Okay.
You still get the workings of it twirling around. You don't always get such a smooth twirling, but it does work with square foam pads. So I want to make sure that, yep, that fits in there, no problem. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set my penny in here. So I've got one penny to the base. We can see. And then I'm going to take the backing off of one side and I'm going to pop that into the centre of my other penny. And then we can take the backing off of that one. And then what I can do is I can sandwich that straight over the top of my penny. So I've got my working. And
this pokey toy is a mess, Craig.
Oh, don't worry, we'll get that sorted.
There we go. On that goes. And then I just sandwich the two together, do I?
Sandwich the two together. You can do it. And then I'm popping another foam pad on the top.
Awesome.
And then I'm going to pop my dolphin.
Oh, I think I might need another foam pad.
Well, I know, I think I only gave you the one, didn't I?
Thank you very much.
You and then you'll be able to see you've got your working of your dolphin.
So on that one goes, off comes the back in, on goes the dolphin.
And then go back and forwards just a few times, just so that you get the smoothness of the cardstock working in conjunction with the foam pad that you've popped on.
I think we've done it. I think I did it, Craig. Yeah, I'll show you on the other angle so you can see it sliding.
So give it a good few times just so that we get the workings going. Because what you need to remember as well, the edges of the foam it was all there. It was all there.
It
You've
all
done
worked.
all of the parts. So you can see you've got all the working. So yeah, so you need to remember when you put the foam pads in, once you've cut them in a circle, the edges are still sticky. So you need to get that working going. So that's why if it starts to stick to start with, this is just the workings. It's just smoothing down the edges of the foam pads, and then it's giving you that free-flowing movement.
Awesome. Well, I think I've done it.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got it. Awesome. Fab. So you did, you had it.
Look, see, look. There you go. We'll leave it at that.
You had it working.
I did have it working, yeah. I'm really pleased with that though, Craig. They are very, well, they are, I mean, if I can put them together, honestly, you guys can do, I'm sure, wondrous things with yours at home. I've made a lot of mess, Craig.
Don't you worry.
And lots of people chatting away. Sandra says, Joe, sounds like you need to believe in yourself more, Joe. Joe for demo of the show. We don't get a demo of the show in this one. Lisa says, love watching everyone participate in the crafting. Are you doing a fabulous job? I love this show. Love the Try It Tuesday aspects. And Lynn says, I've got Ben's song stuck in my head every time you say foam on a roll. Absolutely. Loads of people chatting away, isn't there, Craig? Loads of love for everyone getting involved, which is what it's all about, I guess.
It is. It really, really is. Just a couple of questions there. Katie said, well, it's not a question. I don't quite know what Katie was saying on YouTube. She's put no Craig, and then you've put it won't stop thee, and then again in huge big letters. I don't know what. It's as if I hope you're not shouting at me, but when you do big letters, it makes it look as though that you're shouting. You're saying it won't stop the foam pads from turning, the pennies in big letters. I will never forget that.
I may have stamped that fish onto this counter as well, Craig.
Sorry, it's not mine. And then
Right.
Michelle is saying, Craig, quick question. Do you find it easier to use foam on a roll or individual foam pads when making penny sliders? I personally find it easier to use our larger foam pads because we're doing a Try It Tuesday and with the foam on a roll. I only use foam on a roll for shaker cards. Everything else, it's foam pads that I use.
Awesome. Right, we've got loads more great products in the show still to come. Double-sided topper dies. These are awesome. So what you've got in here, this one is your Floral Delights that I've used just here. We also have for you the Pretty Florals. Love the idea of using 3 of these together. I think that looks absolutely awesome. And you've got that gorgeous love heart in there as well. Again, check out the saving. You're spending $27.98 in the UK, but saving £42. In the US, you're spending $36, but you're saving $53. However, Platinum members, of course, the savings get even better. You're saving £47 or $61. I know, Craig, you've got something you'd like to share with us on these, haven't you?
I do. I've got a selection of different cardstock here. So let's show you the pretty posies for this one here. So I'm going to bring out the dies. It's all about layering them up. So what we can then do is take these ones out. got that issue again where
You're a bit sticky.
They stick the dies in the packaging, but not on the plastic. So the plastic sticks inside the packaging, and then you can never get it out. So let's haul this bit out. He says, right, there's one, and then.
Is it because do you have to? Is it because the dies don't get cleaned off sometimes before they go back in, Craig? Is that what causes it?
No, what it is instead of popping the dies back onto the sticky,
right, yeah,
and then popping it in, what's happening, whoever's popping them in, is popping them in like that.
Oh, and then they stick to the
in.
packaging.
So all of this plastic sticky tape sticks to the packaging, and you can't get them out.
So who should we blame?
I'm not going down that line.
I reckon Sarah's always a good one to blame, because let's face it, no one's going to tell her off, Craig.
Well, that's true.
So I always blame Sarah personally.
Yeah.
Unless Sarah's here, then it's you, to be fair.
Well, that's true.
Because I feel like you're a resilient kind of chap, Craig.
I'm used to it. As I keep saying every now and again, when I get the blame, I'm used to it. I even got the blame the other day for Nick and Debbie Robinson's scoreboard. And
I know.
It wasn't even me, it was Jake. He's the one. He's the one that took it, no me.
Named and shamed.
Funny enough, I said it the other day as well, Joe, is if I do something, I'll hold my hands up. If it's not me, then I'm not holding my hands up to it. I'll land whoever's done it.
Will you?
I'll put them in that hot water. Absolutely, I will do. Craig's no taking the blame for anything.
Craig's a pussy. Craig doesn't have a bad side. Craig's an absolute pussycat.
I don't have a bad side. You can never do anything like that, Georgina. Never. So in the same way, Joe, as I use the other double-sided dies, I've popped layer 1, which is this full background of image, onto a deep lilac or light purple. Then layer 2, I'm going to do into this kind of light green. Then layer 3, because there's a lot of detail here, I'm doing it onto this deeper green. And then this top layer here with all of these bits of detail, I'm going to do it into a yellow. Top plate, and then top cut and plate. And then we can run this one through.
I am very inky, Craig.
You're all inky. Yeah, I've got a bit of black ink on my hands. It's not much actually, but a little bit. A little bit indeed. Karen Wells on Facebook saying, I can hear Ben's song every time someone says Facebook Live.
And he might do a Facebook Live.
Foam on a roll when someone says it too. I know, I'm the same as you.
I was still singing it the other day. Because you know the song the original sea shanty.
Yeah.
Well, that sea shanty was #1 last week, wasn't it? Someone's done the dance remix of it, went to #1 in the UK charts.
That's right.
It's called The Weller Man, I think. So obviously, because that's in the charts again now, it's on the radio. Every time it comes on, I can only sing the Craftman Craig version.
Yeah. I think that was part of Down at Ant and Deck as well, the duo here in the UK.
Yeah.
They featured it a few weeks ago on their Saturday night show, and then it went to #1. So yeah, very catchy song, very catchy. But what I'm doing now is I'm popping all these bits out. If you've got your die release tool, all these extras you'll find on our website, I'm popping all them out. I do find it therapeutic just to work my way around. But what I can then do is, if I pop all these bits, I'm going to give them a bit of a flick. Now these are all going to line up beautifully on top of each other. So there's the third layer. So if I pop that one, and then what I'm going to do is if I take this one, so I'm going to pop all these bits out here. So if I take all of these, so if I move all these bits, let's get myself tidied by
Katie
just moving them.
Kate says, I promise, in capitals, unless you're about to get run over by a bus, I will never shout at you, Craig.
Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know. But I think it's just automatic instinct, isn't it? You see someone in big capitals, it's like that they're shouting at you. So that's good to know that it's not.
Mary says, Craig, you gave Joe only one phone pad. I know you love phone pads, but you meant to share and play nice with the other kids.
You know how on Friends, Joey doesn't share food?
Yeah, I don't share food.
Craig doesn't share phone pads.
Craig says, I don't share food, Craig. I've never understood the concept, really.
It's as if you're out with someone and you order your food and they order food, and then they end up taking bits off your plate.
No.
It's like, why? No. Okay, so you said you didn't want chips. Well, if you didn't want chips, why are you eating them off my plate? If you're eating them off my plate, you should have just ordered them.
Yeah. Maybe I need to share more. I mean, maybe that's why I've been single for 5 years, Craig, because I'm just not willing to let anyone share any of my food.
That's true. I'd rather they just ordered.
I'd rather be single and full than partnered and hungry.
Well, yeah.
Deanna says she still rewatches the argument with Ben and Craig, giraffe versus crocodile. It's hilarious.
Oh,
I remember that.
Yeah. Oh, forgot about that. There we go. She's lining it up here. Yeah, I forgot about that. The giraffe or the crocodile. I think they said it was a giraffe, but I thought it was a crocodile, I think.
Who knows? It was hilarious, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I don't know if we ever got to the bottom of it, to be fair. Laura says, I need to read. I'm going to just, you know, when you start reading something, Craig, and you've not like scanned ahead and read it, and then you have to start again. Oh, I'll read it in a second. That looks beautiful.
So this was just layering up all four. So all 4 layers die cut with one pass through the Gemini. So it cuts 4 individual layers layered on top of each other. And this is the sort of effect that you can get. Nice topper for the center of your card, maybe a little sentiment into the middle if you want, or an accessory on a project. But so funky. And of course you can do any colors that you wish.
Absolutely, you can, and they're great value too. The saving is colossal on those. Laura Simmons says, Joe, I was x-raying a patient in our ER the other night, and the charge nurse walked past me with a flashlight on in his pocket, and I told him his pocket was on, and he says, shiny, and sounded just like you. Oh, that's really made me chuckle. Molly Hannah says, I don't share food either, Joe and Craig. Drives me nuts when people help themselves or ask for my food. Absolutely. Asking is polite, but then you can't really say no after that because you seem rude, can you? Now, Craig, I know we are fast running out of time in this wake-up call. It's been a lot of fun today, isn't it? I don't know where it has gone. Craig's got one more thing he wants to share with you. Before he does that, I need to share with you the details of the craft along for tomorrow, because it's going to be a fabulous one with the spring flowers with myself and Sarah. How incredible is this? It's like a little illusion mug. And I want to share with you everything you need in order to create that craft along. So you need the flower forming foam in the spring hues, you need the stamens in the natural white, you need the spring flower forming dyes collection, flower forming tools, hot glue gun and glue sticks, an iron, cup and saucer, a spoon, and also some coins like 2 pence or 2 pennies or something along those lines, which is fantastic. So that is everything that you are going to need for the craft along tomorrow. Loads of you still chatting away with this. Loads of people still loving the Try It Tuesday, which is fantastic. No mistakes in craft, only happy accidents. Oh, Rosie said she loved the fact that I got the dolphin in the wrong place. If you want to see that Penny Sliders craft kit, of course, it's coming up in our later launch party show. Whilst Craig just gets ready for his last demonstration, why don't I share with you all the details on how you can watch and shop at the same time. Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. It's not coming off. I think I think it's almost. I feel like Cinderella in here after this inking demonstration. Whew, there we go. Right, loads of you still chatting away. Craig, floral frames next. Then I know these are coming up a little bit later today in our launch party show, which is awesome. Let me show you what you can get there. So here they are. So 6 different designs for you. We launched them last week. They were very, very busy and a really nice different variation of the size and style of the aperture in here. Colour them up true to nature, or go a little bit abstract with them as well, Craig, which is something you can do, isn't it? These were very busy when they launched. I love that they're if you're looking for a colouring project as well, Craig, sort of something you can do quite quickly but with maximum effect, don't you think?
It really, really is exactly as you just said there. So that's what I'm going to show you here. I've taken a piece of watercolour card that is 7.5 inches by 6 1/4, and what I've done is I've scored it 1 inch at each side, and then I'm going to use my large platform. So let's bring in our stamp. So if I pop this one in here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer this one into the middle, which is going to be down here. So we've got the main imagery down to the bottom left. So I'm going to position it as centre as I can, and then what I can do is I can then pop this one on with my platform, and then I need to bring in my watercolour ink. So let's go for a bit of Flagstone. So waterproof ink here. And then I'm going to stamp. So given a really good coverage here, and these sets, all of them, within each of them, you would have that ability to do some fussy cutting. And when we've done the launch of these, it was something that I said I was going to try and do that night, but I've just never got round to it. I think these would look spectacular if you were to fussy cut out individual flowers or petals.
Yeah. I think it was Lovely Joy in New York talked about giving that a go, Craig. So she was going to also give it a go. I bet Joy is watching. Have you given it a go yet, Joy? Do let me know in the comments.
It would be really nice to see, wouldn't it? Just add an extra dimension to the image.
Are these the poppies, these ones, Craig?
What was that, sorry?
Are these the poppies, these ones?
Yes. Yes,
we
they
talked
are.
about this, didn't we? I didn't realise you get poppies in different colours, which is interesting.
No, that's right, yeah. Didn't realise that either, did I?
Yeah.
I was the same as you. Now what I've already done, because we're going to run out of time, Joe, I've taken my aqua tri-blends and I've used magenta. So what I've done is I've coloured into the middle, and then I have spritzed with my water spritzer and then dried it off, and then it gives us this effect here. I've also used the dye, so we have then popped that within the middle, which then gives us that effect here. So this then gives us our edges. So all that I would do is wrap that around a piece of cardstock. I've done a bit of distressing as well. Same idea. Put my ink onto my glass mat, spritz it, and die cut using my oval nested. Stamp one of the sentiments, popped it onto a card blank, and then it gives us that look here. So very, very quick. Well, maybe another day get a time to fully demonstrate this one.
It's a beautiful technique though, Craig.
Really nice technique. And if you're not overly comfortable with blending and shading and colouring, it's a really, really easy one for you to be able to do.
Awesome. Loads of you chatting away. Amanda says, hi, I'll just come and say hi to you all and all at CC. As watching on your website, my first try it Tuesday. I'd like to say, wow, Craig, you have great patience. And Joe, you made my day with your penny slider. You're just like me, all fingers and thumbs. So you made me laugh so much. Another great show, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Craig, as well. You're like my crafty guru these days here in the studio. You are the, I'm trying to think of a better word than guru.
Guru.
Because we don't really do any yoga, do we? You're like my, I'll come back to you. My craft master, that's it.
Craft master.
That's the one.
Don't really know if I need another nickname. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, maybe. Can you ever have too many?
Maybe. Yeah, there you go. That's something that you could then think about. And then as long as it's obviously a readable nickname, that would be good. Rightio, so what we've got coming up for the rest of today is coming up at 3 p.m. here in the UK. For you guys stateside, it is, of course, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time, and that is launch day. So that's all about hunky-dory crafts. So whether it's Animal Kingdom, whether it is Eastern Wishes, maybe that new adorable Scorable, you've got an incredible selection coming up as well as a few back in stocks or quantities that's been added. For instance, the 8x8 colour family paper pads. So that's what's coming up next. And then what we've got later on, 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time for you guys, 11 a.m. Pacific Time. That is then launch party, and that's with Sarah. So you've got your penny sliders, you've got those floral stamp and dies that we just quickly touched upon a moment ago. Each of these shows are all going to be taking it forward with Joe. So I hope you can join myself and Joe, and then Sarah and Joe for the rest of Crafters TV. So whether it is some stamping that you're wanting to do, maybe it's some die cutting, maybe you just need to get some ideas or inspiration, maybe you want to get some little gifts. For instance, that craft kit would be really good for a gift for someone, whether it's a birthday or maybe you just want to get them into crafting. Always have a look. crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu is when you can go across, and if you've not already checked out your basket, I do absolutely urge you to do so, specifically if it's any of the hunky-dory crafts, because I've got a funny feeling that the busyness within this last hour and a half is going to continue, and it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger as we come into launch day show. So that is what's coming up throughout the day on Crafters TV. I'm going to have an abundance of ideas to be showing you when it comes to the product, whether you're making it really simple, maybe you're wanting to go all down the line of construction. It's entirely up to you. But either way, we will see you very shortly for our next show, which is launch day. See you then. Bye.